Brian, what did you make of today's game? We managed to salvage a 2-2 draw and then probably maybe just about a fair result, but a bit of a crazy game in the end, just with the way it went.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was first half, there wasn't really much in it at all, nothing each. We go in half time, and then we get a well worked goal. Obviously Callum Wilson drives into the box and plays a great pass through for Scott Robertson. He buries it, and it's a good start, 1-0. And the way we've been defending of late, then I was quite confident we were going to see the game, but they lose 2 poor goals. I mean, the weather turns and it's like a monsoon, which makes it a wee bit more difficult to defend. The wind and the rain and really heavy downpour. So they came back into it, and obviously we lost two poor goals for our perspective. So and then obviously we get a goal in the 90th minute. So overall, it's always nice to get a goal in the 90th minute and get a point from it. But it was a wee bit disappointing in terms of the overall way we played. I think we can play better than we did today, which is a compliment to ourselves, because Stenhousemuir are a big squad, spent a bit of money, new manager, they've got something to play for. Obviously they didn't win last week, so it was always going to be a difficult game, but no, as I say, I'm taking a point, but I'd much rather the 3.
Just to go on the performance, Jen, that says a lot about the squad's character once again. I mean, everything seemed to go against us in that second half. You talk about the kind of monsoon conditions, we go 2 goals down quite quickly out of nowhere, but that says a lot about the squad that we managed to get that 90th minute goal and get a point.
Definitely, that's what we've got. We've got good characters in there, good players, and some good experience as well, but alongside some young ones as well, but good young ones. And I mean, we worked hard today. Just maybe never like a lot of things never come off as the way we would like of previous weeks. But you're right. I mean, big decisions. I think I counted 4 or 5 big decisions that affected the game. I mean, I thought it was a stonewall penalty in the first half that we should get. That I spoke to the referee about it. He thought there was contact there. I just don't understand why there's contact and he gets through and goal. Why would they want to get down? There's no foul there. So, and another one, obviously the second goal they score, I think it's a drop ball. And I thought we were in possession of the ball, and they give it to Stenhousemuir and he switches it and they put a cross into the box before we know we're 2-1 down. So, I mean, that's just 2 examples. But listen, I don't want to be here talking about refereeing decisions and excuses and stuff like that. But as I say, these things, big decisions, are important. And as I say, another day we might have went for us rather than against us, but as I say, good character to get a point out of the game after it looked like it was drifting away from us.
And obviously missing Jamie McKellen today as well. We just talked about that off camera, but you can see just what he brings to the squad in midfield. When we missed him today, I think that maybe upset us a wee bit in that midfield area, maybe why we didn't play quite as good football as we can.
Oh, Jamie's an experienced player. I mean, he's done very well since he went to club, and we know what he get from Jambo. He's a good experience in there. He talks to players. He does a lot of the dirty work. It's maybe unseen, So, but I only found out on Friday that he was unavailable, which again, I won't tell you why the reason was, but it's obviously going to be difficult the way the season's going with one thing or another, and hopefully we'll get him back as soon as we can.
And finally, next week it's a tough trip up to Elgin, but we've got a good record against them. But I'm sure that the guys will be looking forward to that long coach journey.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Elgin, we went up there last time and won 5-2, and that was a bus leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. From I can't remember, was it the death of Prince Philip, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. That's why it was a 12 o'clock kick-off on that day. So we went up there and leaving a Coke Bridge at 6 o'clock in the morning. So at least we get a long lie and leave at 9. So. No, listen, it's a game that we have got a good record against Elgin last season, but that was last season. We need to make sure we've got a good record against them this season and go up there and put a good performance in, because I say to the players, it's a long way to go, take them down the road with no points, so that'll be our attitude next week, and hopefully we can go up there and get something.
Finally, we've talked a couple of times about a small squad. I mean, it gets smaller when you take Jamie McKellen out the equation, and obviously Jamie Leslie once again still playing that left back position. Are you maybe looking to add even just one extra player in there just to kind of bulk up the squad a wee bit?
I would. I think obviously I've been speaking to people constantly, like I do. As I said, football and the management, you never really stop looking for players. They're always looking to try and enhance your team and strengthen it. So, and to be fair, I think Jamie Leslie's done very well in there. But it's a wee bit unfair on him to put him in a position it's not maybe his natural position. But as I say, he's not complaining. He's happy to play there and do his part for the team, which just shows the type of guy he is. So, but I mean, if we could get maybe a loan or two in just to kind of boost the squad and give us a wee bit more strength and depth, would certainly help us, because when you saw our bench today, there was no disrespect, I think there was 3 centre halves up there, so we're a wee bit short in sort of forward attacking areas, and obviously with Max Wright out as well, it doesn't help because but no, listen, if I can get 1 or 2 in, if the budget allows, obviously our loans are always love to be a zero at the end of it as it would be, but some clubs ask for a wee bit of money, so we'll just obviously have to keep looking at it, keep working away, trying, as I say, we can add to it.